relationship with Supercat had just ended, and I actually was interested in managing artists. So I got a message from Shaggy like 10 times. I was in LA, Pizza, California Pizza, I got a message. I went to the gas station, I got a message. This message just keep bothering me, and I decided to take a meeting.
Okay.
So when I take the meeting with him, I remember meeting him the time when I went to the studio to do Nuffman, I did with Supercat. He was there.
Okay.
And I said, okay, what you want me for? And he said, listen, I know you were a great manager and you're not working with Cat anymore, and I think I could be a great artist. So I decided to listen to him. And I said, no, I'm not taking the job. I turned it down.
Why?
I just think that I wasn't ready. And what I needed to do to convince him to convert himself into the crossover market, I don't think he would want to do that.
Okay.
But I keep, at the time, the first meeting, it was with my accountants, and I actually turned down the meeting like 3 times. That's the way, I think that's what happened. I turned it down 3 times before I actually did the first one. Then I turned down the first meeting, and then I said, okay, they called, and I said, okay, listen, this is the way it's gonna be. I will sign you on a 360 deal, and that way I could work your career much harder. If you're not gonna do a 360 deal with me, I want to cut off everything that you do.
Right.
Otherwise, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
And he agreed. Anyway, I said to him, you don't have to sign an agreement with me now. 6 months down the road, if you like what I'm doing, just sign it. If you don't like what I'm doing, let's go. Split and go. Because I'm not gonna be treated by any artist anymore.
Absolutely.
And within 3 months, he was on tour with Max Breeze. And he was on the radio all over England, all over the place. I worked hard because I have a great interest in that. And I think that's what gives me the drive to go out there and get the job done. Number one thing with Shaggy, he had great work ethic. He was driven to get the job done. And of course, when he was on tour with Max Breeze, he was getting a weekly salary.
Right.
He wasn't getting no show money.
Right.
He was getting $600 a week. And that was including per diem.
Wow.
And he had told him, don't pay attention to the money, pay attention to the interviews, pay attention to the stage, pay attention to the production.
Yes.
You're in school.
Yes.
And then I started sending him videos of image, looks, how he should his mannerism. I start training him how to become the superstar. I don't think he remembers all of that.
Right. Well, see, because once it becomes a part of you, you kind of maybe forget where it actually came from. But that foundation, even the whole crossover part, was it difficult convincing him as a manager that that's where his sound
actually
was
no.
most comfort?
He absorbed it really quickly and was ready. Because he realized, what I said to him also, Shaggy, you cannot join the rest of the dancehall artists them in the dancehall business. They will eat you alive. So either you go above them or below them. Don't join them because you can't beat that competitiveness. So this is the road we're gonna go. And at the time, Max Priest was more trying to be a different kind of artist. He leave the pop reggae alone for a bit. And there was a big gap there. And I recognized it and I said, okay, here you go. I'm gonna eat that up. So I transformed Shaggy into this pop artist and take him there. And it worked.
Big up, yeah?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And I think one of the most important things that Shaggy had over a lot of artists, his work ethic was amazing. Amazing. We make a good team. We work so hard day and night. I was a driver, I was a security, I was a manager, and what else I was a finance guy, I was a record label, I was everything.
Yes.
Shaggy and I was on the road together doing promotion. We drive and sleep in cars, we sleep on the highway, we sleep in cheap hotels.
Any means necessary.
That's really important to hear.
Yeah, and I was just very connected with the business. A lot of people know me. And I even called you twice one time and you hooked me up with a station. I hope you remember that. You gave me a station once that I needed.
All right.
I think it was an email. I remember how you did it, but I reached out to you. And of course, a lot of people helped me. A lot of people give me strength in the industry. Puffy was a great help. Heavy D was a great help. Jeff Christie. A lot of people. We shared this vision, idea. Specialist Dylan was a good friend of mine. We share a lot of ideas together and help with each other, artists. Of course, all these managers are people who, as you say, that have to be connected, have to be someone that people respect in the business. If you don't have connection and know how to move, how to shake, you're not gonna get anywhere as a manager. And you have to have a swag as a manager.
Right.
You have to walk into a building and somebody know there's a manager is in here.
Right.
You know that. You're radar man.
Yeah.
If you don't have that talk, that walk, that look, you can't be a manager.
Yeah.
People just walk past you like you're not even there.
True.
Yes.
You have to be almost like the artist who represent.
Yeah.
I didn't know I had it till Jimmy Iovine said it to me. I kind of have an idea that, you know, I was making moves and I was doing things, and but Jimmy Iovine said to me one day, he said, listen, and this was my second meeting, he said, man, you got vibes as a manager. I know why I couldn't get rid of Jay Bober, because you were there just keeping this guy going. Jay Bober was the head of MCA Record. When they wanted to close it down,
Right.
I came in with a hit record and keep the company open.
Yeah.
And he said it to me, and of course I'm not blowing my horns, you know, but it's something that I had developed over the years, but working hard and trying to figure out. I wasn't in it for the money.
Right.
I was in it for the win.
And you winning.
Yeah, I spent more than what I made. I was making $1 million and spending 1.2 million. Because there's always something to do. There's always somebody that get paid. There's always something. And the artist might think you're making all that money, you're keeping it, you're spending it. No one beg the artist anything. They see the manager. Oh, that's my manager. Everything you get all the bills. And if anyone run away, leave a bill in the hotel,
Is you.
the manager gets it. And sometimes you pay everybody.
Yes.
And you got to take it out of yours and pay the bills. But of course, there's a lot of perks comes with that, you know what I mean? But the greatest thing about being a manager and a great artist and be successful, you both have to be on the same page.
That's right.
And also, you know, look at what you need to do in the business. Artists could have a vision for what they want to become, but also they don't know the decision that they have to make and the road to take to get there. Sometimes the manager does. And to explain that to the artist, it's a tough job. But I lift up my hat to managers and people who works behind the scene in the industry. I don't think I like that job anymore.
A lot of work.
My culture and the people who I work with in the industry kind of let me turn off of it too. Of course, I'm privileged and I give thanks to who I get to work with, and I appreciate everything anyone does for me, but it's a tough industry.
Yeah.
And it's getting worse. I don't think it's getting better for us. Our music and our culture is more open now to the world, but we're not getting ready.
Right.
I don't think we're gonna benefit from it for a long time, because we need to become business people here in the industry to benefit from it.